Okay, so here we have an interesting story. Prince Harry's podcast ideas revealed.
Youth hosteling with Chris Eubank.
So in today's video, we're going to take a look at some real ideas that came out of Prince Harry's mouth in meetings with Spotify executives. Now, the hilarious thing about this story to me is that what you have to bear in mind is that Harry actually uttered these ideas. These were genuine pitches of his to Spotify executives. Now, to me, that means that these ideas have gone through a bit of a vetting process before they get up to the Spotify executives who then laughed in his face, right? But they've gone through a process. I don't know, Harry and Meghan brainstorming an idea, and you're going to see them. They're amazing. They brainstorm the idea. They then go to the leech-like, parasitic, henchman, yes-man, Archwell Productions lackeys and ask them, "Do you think this is a good idea?" To which, of course, they say, "Yes, sire. It's a wonderful idea. Stunning and brave."
You want me to put that on my todger?
I think the funny thing is to me that these ideas that you're going to see in this video, this is Harry and Meghan working at 100% brain power because they need to. I think a lot of people don't realise that they don't have enough money in the bank to keep up this Montecito level lifestyle. From all I've read about them, it seems to me they had about $20 million between them, $20 million between them when they went to America. And the first thing they did was buy a $15 million mansion in Montecito. Like, do you know how much it costs to maintain a mansion of that size? And then people see the $100 million Netflix deal, the $30 million Spotify deal, and just assume they've got $150 million in the bank. It doesn't work like that. There are clauses in these deals. You have to comply. You have to fulfill your end of the bargain, which we've seen with Spotify. They're not going to get the $30 million in total. They're going to get a few million, sure, but they're living in a fucking $15 million castle in Montecito. It isn't enough, right? And on a $100 million Netflix deal, God knows what clauses are written into that as well. They are working flat out to come up with brilliant ideas to keep this grift going, and this is the best they can do.
Monkey tennis?
While Prince Harry did not launch a podcast of his own prior to the Sussexes parting of ways with Spotify, the Duke of Sussex reportedly had ideas for different shows. According to Bloomberg, King Charles III's youngest son wanted to interview a procession of controversial guests. Controversial guests such as Vladimir Putin, Mark Zuckerberg, not quite so controversial, and Donald Trump. What did he want to interview them about? About their early formative years and how those experiences resulted in the adults they are today. Stunning. So bear in mind, right, this is Harry having sat down with his lackeys, with Meghan. They've brainstormed all the ideas, and what they've come up with: interview Vladimir Putin. That is the fruit of their labour.
I have never worked so hard in all my life!
See, this is why they get called grifters and narcissists all the time.
The fucking grifters.
They have no idea what their skill set is. They have no perception of their limitations. They can't really see how the rest of the world perceives them, except through the prism of unconscious bias. Hey, can you imagine the frustration of the executive sitting down to that meeting and hear, "I'd like to interview Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump about their childhood trauma." You want to interview Vladimir Putin about his mommy issues. Prince Harry is also said to have had an idea for a show centred around fatherhood. And reportedly hoped to have Pope Francis on as a guest for a show that would have tackled major societal conversations, episode by episode.
And singing to seals was like calling them to their blood-soaked deaths.
Ranging from climate change to religion.
The truth is, you're a posh spaz.
Oh. Ranging from climate change to religion. Not a great range there, if you ask me. Am I right? Climate change is a religion, isn't it? Yeah. What we are witnessing here, for those of you who don't know yet, is the death throes of Meghan and Harry's career.
How many of us feel battered?
Their smooth little brains are clean out of ideas now. Interview the Pope, Vladimir Putin. There is nothing worse than being a grifter and being sort of work shy and talentless. They really combine the worst traits imaginable for the situation in which they find themselves, which is that they have a massive mansion that's very expensive, a lot of property taxes, are paying gardeners and cleaners and nannies, maybe, and a security staff that's apparently costing them over $2 million a year. They don't have that money. Right? And they thought they could just walk away from the royal family with their names and get the foot in the door and take away airtime from people like me. Well, no! Spotify, YouTube, it's all a meritocracy. Right? Just because you're Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and you can get your foot in the door doesn't mean you're going to get anywhere. Right? No, sir. Right? I'm still waiting for my silver plaque, but when I get it, I'll have earned it. Okay? This is a situation. They've got a massive mansion in Montecito. They're paying hundreds of thousands in property taxes, millions of dollars on their security detail. God knows how much in gardeners and maintenance and all those other things. The court cases that Harry's got in England going on against the press. These people are fucking around and finding out. You know, if they were just a bit more hardworking, you know, or if they were just a little bit more appealing and talented. But Archetypes was fucking terrible. Her fake interviews that went nowhere. The conversations that were not conversations. Just sort of interjections of Meghan and then a pre-recorded message from whoever it happened to be that week. Jamil. Actually, that was one of the ones that seemed like a real conversation. I don't know, but there were plenty of them where it was clearly pre-recorded. The point is, it was shit, right? I'm getting all caught up in the details, which is not what this channel is about. Okay, it's about sensation, feelings, right? The point I'm trying to make is they're fucking broke, and nobody seems to be realizing it. They're broke. They don't have anything to sell. Their deals are falling through. They don't have 150 million in the bank, and they are spending millions every year. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you're desperate. You know, monkey tennis, yeah? You want to play monkey tennis, you idiots? It's all coming to an end. And the thing is, I only laugh at it, right? I don't want their lives to go badly. I don't care. I'm indifferent, right? But if they had an ounce of modesty and self-awareness, they would have realised that they weren't really cut out for the podcast game. Yeah? In the late 30s, early 40s. They don't really have a story to tell. Yeah, your mum died. Yeah, you're a bit black. Whatever. Okay. How long can you sell that for? Sounds like a great 6-part Netflix series or a 12-episode podcast. It just... Why would they have anything relatable? You know, one's a prince, brought up in palaces all of his life. He went to the army a bit. His mum died, you know, and that's about it. And he decided, oh, the ribbon cutting, it was... Meghan was going to kill herself. And Meghan was brought up a wealthy girl in Hollywood and then became an actress, then married a prince. Why would they have anything relatable about them? But they should have realised that. When they left the royal family, they should have realised, okay, we're not very talented. Maybe we don't have a lot of money either. You know, according to all reports, they had about 20 million in the bank. And they went and bought a $15 million mansion. It's insane. But they saw that, oh, hang on, look at what all these other celebrities are doing. They're signing deals with Netflix and Spotify. We could do that. Yeah, sure, why not? It looks easy. It's not easy. Look at me. I don't have my silver plaque yet. And I'm more talented than both of you put together. I hate it when narcissists try to take up my space. All right? Where's that? Where is it? Hey, Harry? Hey, Meghan? I'm just saying, what they should have done when they left the royal family, they should have gone and, I don't know, bought a house for $1 million. Spent maybe a couple of $100,000 on security every year. You know? Maybe they should have got jobs, not regular jobs, because they can't just go and work in a cashier, which is about what their qualifications amount to, but they can, you know, maybe be a spokesperson for a charity or something, getting paid hundreds, because they didn't have a name. They were kind of competent doing public speaking. They can read autocues quite well, both of them, ish, and Harry not so much. Meghan grates on you. But the idiots who go to those events don't realise that. You know, you're talking about the kind of people that go to Davos or go to UN meetings or, I don't know, Nelson Mandela Foundation. They don't know that these people are idiots. They'd pay them a couple of $100,000 a year just to do a few speaking events. Why did they have to go after the big bucks? They don't have what it takes to sustain that. Whereas I do. All right, Netflix and Spotify, if either of you are interested, I will make you episodes every day for half of what you paid those two idiots. Okay? Alternatively, I'll just keep working away here in a hotel room trying to get my silver plaque. All right? Either way's good. All right, Netflix, Spotify, if you're listening. Whatever, you know? I'm just saying, you need to stay modest, okay? Like me. I'll see you in the next one. Like, share, subscribe, all the rest of it. Bye.
Smell my cheek, mother!